Hello, welcome. It's another weekend, and these weekends are getting shorter and shorter. hmm Yes, people. So, if it's your birthday, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. If it's your anniversary, well, it's your anniversary. Anniversary. It's your anniversary. Happy anniversary. Greetings to you from me. Yeah. Anyways, thank you so much for tuning into my channel. Thank you to my new subscribers for joining. Thank you in advance, the ones who are about to join. And thank you also to my old subscribers for sticking around. Continue to share this video, all my videos, whatever, um, whichever one you watch, share them, comment, like, subscribe, the whole works. Anyways, guess what? I've added a little segment to this thing here. I'm going to be giving out little riddles at the end of my presentation here, my week in review, and I give you a whole week to put your answer in the comments, and the first person who gets it right will get a shout out in the next video. Yay! Alright, but you have to stick around to listen out for that riddle. Alright, so people, jeez, who got buy gas recently? Listen to me now. Me say, when me see the gas price at the pump, me pour and just as she tremble so, me put the little gas in at the tank, and for put the little credit card in at the sum. By the rate how this thing are going to look like me have to go draw for your bicycle, which me can't ride. Because if it's a 4-wheel, it's no use to me. Well, might have to go put trainers on it, but look like that me have to go do. No, sir. This is serious. And then now, up in the Ukraine, them a shell down the place. And when I say shell down, and a party shell down. Serious shell. I drop over there. Some serious bomb. This is a P. Now, who all up, you know? Mr. P is not stopping. Look here what them do. Them take away this from him, them take away that from him. They say, okay, we're not gonna do business with you. We're gonna take all the liquors off the shelf. We're not buying no more vodka from Russia. We're not buying this. We're not do that. We're not do that. That no fears him. You know what it remind me of? Them little pitney where, you know, them little spoiled brat, we have a serious temper tantrum, and all you tell the pitney say, I'm gonna take away your toys. That just make him even get it even worse. You know, it's like it no feels him, like whatever. No sir, this thing look like it now. This look like it not finished for now, people. But what are we? Oh, we not call the C word, but it just take time. I disappear, so that now keep again. You notice the C word there. Now keep again. A war I keep you now. Cause everybody take time I draw down the thing off of them face, and you hardly hear anybody talk about it still. Makes me wonder, things that make you go, Anyway, moving on. So, yes, people, we get new money down here. Jamaica get new currency. New Jamaican notes is gonna be printed later on in this year. This is what it looks like. So, as you can see, I sound like a pretty money. Look like play money. But you don't notice what going on the money. Remember I said back in the day you used to have one person upon the money, now a two. So it look like some roommate business are going on, because upon the $50 bill, uh who this? Sam Sharp and George William Gordon. So them two they are roommate now on the $50 bill. So Marcus Garvey look like say him have him own place. Him alone dey on the $100 bill, the new $100 bill. So it look like maybe him a live in a efficiency where we call a Jamaica, we call it the small side. Cause then Nanny, she and Sam Sharp share the $500 bill. Bustamante and Norman Manley share the $1,000 bill. Michael Manley and Edward Seaga, them share the 2,000. Oh yes, we're gonna have a $2,000 bill, people. And who them two man yeah? Oh, Donald Sangster and Hugh share up on the $5,000 bill. So if this is any indication of what is to come, so things are get hard, so people have to go move in and shop up with them one another just to get through the bills. You understand? So I too know. I wonder if them will come with a banknote with any more notes with 3 people after a while, because then we soon can't see the money, because when everybody moving by everybody. But so people were out there saying, hey, we tired to see the old era, you know. Why you can't put Bob Marley and Miss Lou on one I know them, because the whole world know about Bob Marley and Miss Lou. Them not really know, well, them know about Marcus Garvey too, but the rest of them, you know. But some may say maybe them could have put them on a $7,000 bill. But then again, if it go on a $7,000 bill, you know who are gonna get upset? L.A. Lewis, the 7-star general, because you know say him consider himself a hero, I think. By the way, he does have, you know, say him have to put out something out there, because him have to get in the mix. Me see him put out one note, and it actually looks good too. L.A. Lewis not easy, you know, $7,000. So you make sure to take up that space before somebody else get it. Yes, so I mean, all this new money, well, people are saying it's a waste of time. The professionals out there are saying that you have to keep printing money, you know, because of course whatever you have out there is gonna get old, and so you know you have to keep circulating new notes every now and then. It's still not no value. Them pretty, but them not no value. Yes. And the next excitement down there, them say no new taxes. Whoop-de-doo. But at the end of the day, something are gonna go up. So even though you don't have no new taxes, something else are gonna take your money. It's food are gonna go up, gas are gonna go up, all kind of something are go up. So you know, yep. Boy, we can't win. We cannot win. Oh my goodness. So, oh boy. Jacure. Where do I start? Me never see somebody so self-destructive. No. As you all know, you know, he's in jail in the Netherlands because last year, I think it was about October, he and some promoter getting a some fuss over owing him money, 5,000 euros. I don't know how much that is. We should try and figure out how much that is in US or in a Jamaican. Anyway, and him now go stop the man. No, Jacure. No, you this sing one song say, prison not a bed of rose. The Reflection song. And then you sing one next song about love is the answer for every question. Love is some love song where I say you must love your brother, call on me brother, call on me sister. Then Jackie, or you sing them your tune, yeah. So when you and the man did in a disagreement, you couldn't go check your musical catalog. If you tell you say prison not a bed of rose, you gonna take up yourself, gonna stop the man in a foreign country. You see me I tell you about some of them entertainer, yeah. And me notice it, you know. Me I go call it, me I go call it how me see it. You know what? A lot of times they get away with bullshit in a Jamaica because they're celebrities. You understand? I've seen it over and over again. People down there boost them up like supplicant. And so them feel them can get away with anything. You understand? But you can't get away with that in a Jamaica because you're a celebrity down there. But when you go in another man's country, you leave that behavior down there. You understand? Because Jamaica have them little slackness there where maybe they can drop our money and get with all kind of evil where them do down there. You understand? But you're gone in another man's country with the same ego and think say you can do the same thing and not suffer the consequences. You know? I've seen it so many times in Jamaica. You know? And sometimes me have to blame the media too and the fans. Because you see if it's an artist where them like, you see them do something wrong. But because you like them, because them are artists, you just dance around it. You understand? Them you know call them out and say, yo, if your own fans, them not call you out and say what you're doing is wrong. You understand? Them dance around it. If some of them might mention it, some of them don't want to mention it, them dance around the thing. And them keep getting away with the same thing. See it now? It come back, come bite him in the ass because him have a anger problem. This is not his first rodeo with going to jail. This man had a rape conviction in a Jamaica. Then in a 2015, him got jail because him and some promoter did have a problem with some money business. No, see it? Him got jail because him did owe promoter money in a Trinidad in a 2015. And yet him want almost kill a man. You understand? That the man they never stab him. Him just get him arrested. Why you never do the same thing? You understand? And then the next year, him did have some, the 2016, he had a problem too in Bahamas. Some hotel fight. And we have also heard voice notes where him did a cuss out some girl and I tell some girl, I don't know what did happen between him and the girl, and maybe the girl they promised to give him something or whatever. And it was horrible. You know, him have a temper problem. And nobody, me don't know if nobody could not talk to him or what. To tell him say you need to go and seek anger management. You know? So sir, right now I'm gonna look at 8 years because they're gonna pass the verdict on the 22nd, which is next week or the other week, the 22nd of March is gonna be the verdict, and he's looking at 8 years because this is attempted murder. Well, my dear, all you have to do is sit down in a jail, if you get the 8 years and do a remix of reflections. And get some anger management too. Because, I don't know, somebody that have so much talent but so stupid. Oh boy. Anyways, this is our next story now. Why some people crazy though. Crazy. Now this man, this is US citizen across the border from Mexico to California. This happened in San Diego, California. And them decide to search him. Them find 52 reptiles on this man. So, them said they find it in a jacket, in his pants pocket, and near his groin. 43 lizards and 9 snakes. Now you tell me, tied up all of them, alive in little bags. I smuggle them over, you know. More than likely I sell him, I go sell it. Because I notice this trend now, all of a sudden everybody want this little dragon looking lizard as pet and snake as pet. I notice young people into these things. Girls and boys having I'm like, what about dogs and cats? Look like that a goat style. I want little goldfish. No sir, snake and lizard no I run it. So I'm assuming that that's why he brought them across. But if you tie them onto your body and have the thing near your grind, I wonder how them did figure out say something. Maybe they maybe the snake did not move up and dug in them pants and say, is that a snake in your pants or are you happy to see me? And when I say them have enough sense to bite him for the family jewels for escape. No sir. Oh my god. This is the things that people, the length where people go through to make a, cause I know he's gonna sell it. I'm sure I'm have customer for them. Me now ask Christ about this one here. I said him I gonna sell them. Ah boy. Anyways, the Tucker story. I don't know where to start. Now after last week, me leave on a high note with the Tucker family, and I say yes, you know, me glad so the little guy get help and the condition where them living and thing. Next thing, me see on social media, the mother she just a fling her out left, right and center. Cause apparently, okay, so these some guys from they filmed the video. Then some little guy in the district that know the family, he decided that he was gonna reach out and help. Him start to help them. He buy black and all them something there, must give them money or whatever. Then he was gonna try and help them to build some house, build up the house. Then the MP and her people them come and them say them we take over the project. And then the mother said she never get no money from the little guy. At one point she just said she get must maybe $4,000 and him give the son and him give the son $10,000. The guy said he give them $300,000, and then she said him never buy how much black. The little guy come out with him receipts saying they buy black, and it's all kind of mixed up, and it just turned into something where me not too like. You understand? Because this was not. This was about the guy. I think the video was the intention was to show that this guy excel in his academics, because regardless of how he was living, and then it turned into something else that I don't like. I am upset about it. It shouldn't reach this up. And the lady, the mother, she kind of sound a little ungrateful, because she got, I didn't like the remark that she made when she said, the MP are going to build a better house and not a full house. You did live in a one something where it almost look like if it did go so, it would have blown down. And this little young guy did a help you. At least you could have said, well, you know, thank you for the help, but these people are going to take it from here. But she said, I don't know, like a full house like when did I go build? You should have said something like that, you know? I mean, and then you say you don't get no money. Even if I did $10 him give you, the fact that him give you something, you understand? I mean, you should have been a little bit grateful, you know? That's the part I didn't like, you know? And then you hear all kind of other little deceiving thing come out. So I don't know. But at the end of the day, all me concern is that the little guy, because he's a bright boy, and I hope him get the help for go to school and make himself better. I don't know what's going on in his mom's head. I don't know if she have a mental problem. or she just love give herself trouble. But she need to stay away from the camera, because the more she open her mouth is the more she make it bad for her child. Keep your mouth closed, lady. And the other boy, little boy, Alex, me know you want to do this charity thing, but me think you need to leave that alone and go in a school. Because me see little potential in you too. You need to go back to school. Leave out the charity thing. Because this charity thing, it seems to be causing a lot of problems. I see everybody I do this charity thing, and it always come with something behind it, some form of drama. So I would say leave it alone and focus on going back to school. You know? Yeah. Boy, it's crazy. I know people out there want help, yes, but I think we need to direct the people to the right channels to get that help. Stop take up things by my head and I try to do certain things, because it look like whenever you do it outside of the channel, there's always some form of bangarang in the process. So leave it to the people who can take care of it. I mean, if you see it, direct it to the channel. Whether Food for the Poor, them know if you angle it, or Salvation Army, or Mustard Seed, them people there, direct it to them. Leave them something there alone. Because based on what I see on social media, you know, it's crazy. And again too, me notice everybody know with this begging. Yes, me know say things hard, but me think say some of the people them, I'm gonna be honest here and direct. Some of the people them I take this thing out of proportion. Everybody I come with 5, 6, 7 people now in front of camera about them want help. So where is the father for these children? And where, at which point it not occur to you say, may I have too much kids, me need to stop. If you have the first one, okay, you make a mistake. The second one, I used to say it going at that trend there. Lock shop. Why you keep on asleep with all these people? And then it reach to the point where you have all 5, 6, 7. I don't get it. This is not grandmother and great grandmother days where them take a village to raise a child. A different time now. You understand? Lock shop. You know? You can't have all these kids and then nobody. I don't get it. I really don't get it. You know? How on earth you have all these children? There was one story I saw on a platform where this lady was calling asking for help. You have 9 kids. 9. And then you say 3 of them don't live with you. Right? And the youngest one are 8 months. So the first 3, your family or whoever have them 3 there. And so because you have spare time on your hand, you're going to have another 6. I don't get it. And you have an 8-month-old, and then now you decide to lock shop. Nobody know there for help you take care of these kids. You live in a one place where rain a fall, the zinc roof a leak, and you beg for help. You have no education, you don't have no skill. The only skill you have to have kids. I mean, and when you say things like this, people say you're heartless, but it's not a matter of heartless. Why you heartless? Why you don't bring a child into a situation like that? If he suffer with you, I don't get it. We're not even business about you, the child. The child never asked to be here, you know. And then people are gonna talk about children is a blessing. No, not in that sense. It's a curse to even the poor child. You know, people don't need to wise up and you can't do them something like it. This is not, as me say, back in the day, because you know people will come with some defensive something. My grandmother did have 13 away, and so that was then. You know, this is a different time now. You understand? Nobody nobody no business with nobody anymore. You know, and you can't do that and then come down and expect people for help. You know, people don't have time for that. People have their own problems. You know. Come on, people. No need to get we need to be more responsible. Honestly, you can't bring children in a them thing here. They never ask to come here. You know, it's crazy. Yep. So on to the riddle. Yes. So first riddle is, what do people spend a lot of money on it every year but never want to use it? Let me repeat the riddle. What do people spend a lot of money on every year but never want to use it? The answer has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9 letters. That's the only clue I'm gonna give you. If you think you know the answer, put it down in the comments. And as I said, if you give the right answer, I will shout you out, give you a shout out in the next video. Anyways, people, that's it for this week in review. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Take care. Until next time. Bye.